Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's January 21st, 2021. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick recap of today's market news and just events that happen around. So let's get started with the markets. Pretty much had a uneventful day in the markets. The market started off touching intraday record highs, but ended up closing down. Except for the Nasdaq, we had the S&P 500 finish with just 1 point up, and the Dow was down 12, and the Russell was a big loser. It was down 19 today. It was almost down 1%. So it seems like there's a little bit of rotation out of these small caps and into the large cap growth. It seems like FANG is back. Netflix, Google, Apple, Microsoft, they're all up today. So, yeah, we'll continue to see what that rotation looks like, and if people are going to start rotating, crowding back into big tech again, like before the pandemic happened. Now let's look at what happened in the bond market. So the yields ticked up. They opened the day at the 10-year was at 1.09 and it ticked up to 110. So about almost a 2% gain. So we'll monitor the bond yields, because right now the yields on the 10-year a couple of days ago got as high as 1.19. So, and it's come back down to about 1.08, 1.09. So it seems to be trying to find a base. We'll see if rates are going to keep going up or if they're going to keep going down. That's going to basically, the bond market is going to drive the narrative of if there's going to be inflation, then you're going to start seeing those bond yields go up. But if the bond market senses, hey, all this money printing, but there's still going to be deflation and the economy sucks and it's going to suck for a while, then you might see those treasury yields start going back down. But that's something to keep an eye on. The dollar today finished lower. There was a big sell-off in the dollar. I don't know if everybody's just in anticipation of, hey, the Democrats are going to probably spend another $2 trillion easily, and probably a couple more trillion on top of that. So I don't know if people are rotating out of the dollar and getting into other commodities. Gold was up today. Silver was up today. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on the dollar. A weaker dollar is pretty good for, the multinational corporations, but that dollar keeps getting lower and lower and breaks below 88, going to 87 and lower. That becomes a problem for everyone. So, too much of one thing is never good. A weak dollar is great for now until it isn't. So just keep an eye on that. And we're going to look at cryptocurrencies. Yeah, cryptocurrencies got whacked today. Bitcoin even fell under 29K. Ethereum dropped to about almost 1,000. And all the smaller other projects all got hit today. So yeah, it just seems like a massive sell-off in all cryptocurrencies, like nothing were safe. So, in my opinion, I think cryptocurrencies are going to go up and they're going to go higher. So, I look at these opportunities as a buying opportunity. If you missed out on buying Bitcoin at 30K, hey, you got another opportunity now. So, but I expect cryptos to rebound, especially long term. If you're holding Bitcoin for the long term, nothing in your thesis should have changed. So we'll keep an eye on the crypto markets. Usually the crypto markets, I've noticed over the weekend markets, it seems like it just trades up all the time on the weekends and usually sells off on Monday. So who knows? I don't know if that's hedge funds moving the markets or whatever, but if you're looking at, again, I look at Bitcoin as a long-term hold. So But some of the other more speculative coins, I mean, if you want to trade it, go ahead. Just know your risk, um, and while you're doing it. Now, so I would say I'm gonna give a market's outlook moving forward. If you look at all the market sentiment, like from the put call ratio to all the option buying, I mean, people are bullish to no end. I mean, I'm bullish, but we all gotta realize like the markets can't go up in a straight line forever. There, there will be a down day, and some of the speculative buying will, have to unwind. So, I mean, just prepare yourself. I mean, like, don't be surprised. Hey, markets down 5, 10, 15%. You know, I wouldn't panic. I mean, again, if you control your risk, you should be fine. But, you know, I expect some type of a pullback, maybe in the next coming weeks. But nothing that's going to be out of the ordinary because I still feel that Janet Yellen at the Treasury and Jerome Powell at the Fed, they're going to keep these markets flush with cash. So long term, buy that dip, but buy that dip responsibly because don't get wrecked. You don't want to tell your kids like, "Hey, Billy, you can't go to summer camp this year because I blew it all." I blew it all on Bitcoin, or I blew it all on I don't know, whatever random shit coin is out there. Um, but yeah, control your risk. Know what you're doing, and yeah, that's pretty much the recap for today. I mean, I expect tomorrow to be a slow grind up as far as the markets. Usually going into the weekend, I don't really expect major collapse or anything of that sort. But I mean, we'll see. But yeah, just be prepared if there's a big drop. Don't be scared. Because the Fed and the Treasury pretty much made it clear like they're willing to do whatever to prop up this market. So stay invested, control your risk. Don't blow it all on one of those YOLO plays. Just buy a whole bunch of call options. Don't be reckless. And yeah, talk to you guys tomorrow.